This is me, Michael Neves, riding my S1000RR, and this is my mate Andy up front. I said I'd follow him around and video him, and he's riding a ZX6. We're in the fast group of a focused events track day, and hopefully I can just give him a few little pointers, but he's riding pretty well. He's got good body position, pretty decent lines, and you'll see on the screen that I put up what gear we're in around each corner and the speeds. Now, these speeds are actually from my BMW's HP data logger, and the speeds are recorded from BSB rider Tommy Bridewell, who had a little spin round on the bike. So we're coming down the old back straight. That's actually John Reynolds in front, who's just overtaken us on the GSXR 600. 155 down here when we're fully up to speed, and his bike's not quite as fast as mine. We need to turn in quite early into Brooklands here, keep hugging the left hand curve and then straight over to the right hand curve, and he's gone a bit wide there. You don't really need to go that wide because it's quite a slow corner, so you're just taking the shortest way around here really. Then we're picking up the bike, squirting it through the gears and hitting Woodcut, which is about 120 mile an hour. A lot of people would tell you in the bar that it's flat out in fifth, but it's not really. You're actually flat out in fifth when you're down the end of the straight, which we're going into the first turn of the old track now, which is Cobb's third gear. This track's been resurfaced recently and it's a lot smoother than it used to be. Still pretty quick through there. The track is quite flat with not a lot of camber, so the bike kind of feels quite vague in places. And he took a little bit of curb there going into maggots, which you don't really need to do. Now this series of corners just gets slower and slower and slower, which feels frustrating after being so fast in a lot of other parts of the track. But now we're coming on to the Hangar straight where we can really let the old girl rip. And I'm up to short shift here because my S1000 is obviously a lot quicker than the little 600. And then we are coming up to Stowe. Now this is a lot slower than you think, this corner, so you can actually go in quite tight, hard on the brakes, braking at an angle, apex it, and then squirt it down towards Vale, which is where you would have seen in 2012 MotoGP, both Nicky Hayden and Valentino Rossi go down under the brakes. Into Vale, got to keep it tight on the left here because we've got to get over to the right, squirt it almost to the edge of the track so you get a nice wide line onto the new start finish straight. Right, let's have a go and do a fast lap. Now everything's speeded up quite a lot, and it's such an exhilarating track, Silverstone. You can really let a big thousand like this S1000RR off its leash, which you can't do at a lot of tracks in the UK. And Silverstone, probably in England, is most like a European track than anything we've got here. Really, really wide, really fast. In the dry at least you can use all the curbs. We're going through the Maggot series of bends here. We've got a few riders coming up, and I think I can spot John Reynolds again, and this time we're going past him. See you, John. And this bike makes a straight seem really short. It's unbelievable. So we've got a bit of traffic now. This is quite a busy track day. It's obviously nice and sunny. Everyone wants to get out on their bikes. Everyone having a good time, and it's just a question of being polite as I'm overtaking, because people will soon find me and tell me if I'm misbehaving. This guy in front actually is an old friend of mine called Rick Capella on another S1000RR, so we'll just say hello to him. And the Ducati 1098 in front, and a little wheelie, right, that wasn't intentional. Down the new start finish straight and into Abbey, which feels really exhilarating, really high up in the revs in third gear. Don't use all the track because you need to come back over to the left, and braking really, really hard. This is probably one of the hardest braking zones on the track. It feels really slow after that fast left and right. This feels really awkward. I don't like this bit of track. Slow corners are never nice on a big bike. And now we can start to wind the bike up down the old Wellington straight, and looking out for a braking marker, which is just past the bridge, and miss a gear there. Oops. And then make a beeline for this left. As I said before, just take the straightest, most direct route into it, and then again from there straight over to the right. Don't be taking any wide sweeping lines here because you just want to take the shortest way around. And now we start feeding in the gears, using all the track coming out, and we're heading back into Woodcote, and that's another lap of the Silverstone Grand Prix track.